Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and Spartacus' journey through Skyrim, where we take the dual-wield orc warrior with light armor through a legendary playthrough. In the last video, we were able to finally get it built. We got our Falkreath Manor built. It's a little bit vacant here, so we'll be working on that. And we had to find a very specific item for our alchemy lab here. We did get the cellar built. We got virtually everything built. It's real dark, damp, dusty. Nothing here at the moment. Just kind of got the walls up. We're working on I believe it's the north wing here for the alchemy lab. But we have to get the quicksilver ingot. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. But also, we're just kind of tired of this darned vampirism and the weakness to fire. Like, we're at 50%. We are starved. We're okay against frost. That's cool. No. So what we want to do is we're going to try and push our questing. We're going to try and push our companions quest line. That means we have to go to Dustmane Cairn and meet Farkas and continue from there. Before we do that, before we jump down there, what we're going to try and do is we're going to go up to Dawnstar, and we're going to try and get to the Lordstone. Now, the reason we're going to try and get to the Lordstone is so that we can get magic and physical resistance, because at the moment, those are the things we're lacking in the most. We're leveling our two-handed. Our two-handed is our primary attack, our dual wield here. That's our primary damage, so that's leveling just fine. Should continue to do so. It'll be about 20% slower, but that's okay. We've got most of the perks, and we're really just waiting for 70 and some other little breakpoints. Save here. Oh, it is ready. You just have to somehow. That's weird. Anyways, so we've got some of our breakpoints. I don't think creep cluster is a good choice here. Oh no, give me a second. I thought I smelled something burning. Turns out my brothers are cooking their pizza. Anyways, so we got this. We're headed down. We're gonna do our companions. We're gonna try and get the Lordstone. The way we do that is by going up to Dawnstar. You could do it from the Morthal and run all the way around, but really we're looking to go right here. It's also the place of Mehrunes Dagon, his shrine. So we're going to jump over to the Whiterun Stables, take a horse and carriage up to Dawnstar, and then come down through the snow to get to the Lordstone. With any luck, that'll be all we need to do. To get that, we'll have generally there's one animal or troll or of some type that we'll have to deal with at the bottom of the stairs to Mehrunes Dagon Shrine, and there should be 3 bandits at the stone itself. What we're looking for, or the reason we're going for it specifically, is that it has the, so what is it? It's 50. It's 25%, I think, resistant to magic, and then I believe it's got. I'm not sure what the physical resistance is. I think we can look at it once we have it. But being a warrior, right, and fighting mages, especially with a weakness to fire, we need to find some way to mitigate that. And so I think the way we're going to end up mitigating that is going to be through resistance. When our enchanting gets better, right? So we'll pretty much be on the Lordstone for most of our stuff, most of the time. It won't be until our enchanting does catch up, and since we do our enchanting pretty much last, that could take a while. However, so with that being said, the cap, the overall cap is 85%. You can't go above that in any way. We're gonna get some out of the alteration tree at some point. This will probably be towards our later stuff, but the alteration tree, which I think there's a way to do it, and we can do that fairly quickly. But is here to block 10% of a spell's effects, and that's magic resistance. Just like essentially, I think it becomes 30% at 3 points. That's just 30% magic resistance, which stacks on top of the Lordstone. So with the alteration and the Lordstone, you could theoretically get to the 50 or 55% already. And then you only need 30%. Now, if you had a shield and you did the shield enchant, I think you would manage to hit that cap instantly. We're going the right way, or at least directly with that. I think I'm not sure what the if Ysgrimor's shield comes with damage resistance. Call me a sushi chef. A sushi chef of wolves. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna get we'll be close. We'll be at 55%. If we can get rid of the weakness to fire, that'll be even better, right? Because we'll no longer be taking the extra damage from fire, and that'll make it so that we're at least, semi-competent against, anything that's not just blasting us with giant spells. And as we level, we're 16, almost 17. So as we continue to level like this, the number of enemy, the spells that enemies are going to be throwing at us will be, increasingly larger and increasingly hit harder. So we need to start mitigating that. Especially, I think Dustman's Cairn may have a bunch of... I know it has a bunch of silver hand. I don't know if it will have a bunch of mages. I know the if you ever take Farkas' quest as the first one, that is, he generally sends you after like a dungeon essentially that just is littered with mages. We're not gonna sprint here. We're actually gonna wait until we get to that beautiful 7 o'clock at night so that we start. We'll do 6 because we want to be able to regenerate our resources. We'll check here, make sure we do not have Berserker Rage available. I think we're gonna give it a bit longer than that. The reason that we're making sure that we have Berserker Rage is because the animal, I don't think the bandits will throw us much trouble. There's 3 of them, so that can be a problem sometimes. But with our new elemental shout, I don't think that's going to be an issue. The problem that I think we'll have is depending, or rather, to correctly speak, completely depends on what animal we get to proc. So, for example, I think the last time I came up here, I was about, I think it was I was level 10. And we were kind of doing some test runs, seeing if it was possible for us to do it. And it took everything we had to get here. and the animal that we would proc was an ice wolf, right? And so that was something we could take. We had to pop everything we had, and we could kill the ice wolf, and then we ran over and killed the bandits, and that was it was viable, right? It was something we could do, but we weren't ready for the stone yet, and we weren't ready for that drop. We wanted to make sure we got to the level 50 on our dual wield, and then do I have the yes when we did that at level 10, it was an ice wolf. Now that we're 16, there's very good possibility that it could be an ice wraith, a cave bear, a regular bear, a troll, or any of those. Now some of those are more problematic than others. I think the troll would be the worst, though he does get staggered the easiest. I think an ice wraith is a pain in the ass. And it's an ice wolf. Alright, ice wolf. So, now, we're basically gonna use this Berserker Rage to get ourselves to the Lordstone here. We're regenerating stamina now, so that's good. This guy stood up. That's bad for him.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh man. Are they all bandit outlaws? That's intense. We're waiting for our shout to come back. Now because we held it longer, it has a longer cooldown. It doesn't last any longer. It still lasts the 15 seconds. All right. Good lord, we are just in we are just a blender. What's this guy got on him? Anything we want to keep? A lockpick, bandit iron shield? No, we're good. There we go. We are now have the Lordstone on us. So, from here we would walk back down to Dawnstar, but we've already cleared that. And then we would jump to Whiterun. However, we're gonna track this quest because we're finally gonna get back to our companion friends. Should be proving honor. There we go. And where are we going for that? We're going to remove this marker that we put in. So it's right here. So I think instead of doing the fast travel, we'll just run there. All right. So let's see, where were we? Let's get this this corundum ore. We need that. And we're gonna try and make our way down to the old Dustman Cairn. There is a dragon in between us, so we do have to be careful about that. And since there is a dragon in between us, I think we'll wait and give our Berserk its cooldown, just in case he should so happen to show up and decide that he wants to play. I don't think we can actually take down a dragon quite that fast yet. I think it's still something that I think they're just out of reach, right? They're just still a little bit too far. There we go. Now we should have Berserker Rage and Elemental Fury both available. Sometime after this corner, there's this pack of wolves. See if they come get us while we're mining. I wonder if they could damage you. Like, would you guys just up and stop mining? There we go. Oh, and we got a Frosty this time. There we go. So let's give this a good, solid effort. He's gonna jump. He's gonna take off. I'm not sure. I want him to land here again. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 7. And then we're going to go 6. There we go. What we don't want to do is move. We want him... No, we don't want that big guy. We want to play here. And he ran off again. So he's still aggroed on the wolves. We want him to land again while we've got our Berserk up, essentially. There we go. So the good thing is that being a vampire lets us take the Frost Dragons just fine. Here we're in a bit of a fight here, so we're gonna take our ultimate Magicka potion, let that do its thing, and heal ourselves up. See if we can't get some more health going on here. We have our Elemental Fury again. I don't know what he's picked on now. So we're gonna give ourselves some healing potions so he doesn't just one-shot us. He could potentially do that, but we are just giving this the old college effort here. Pretty sure he just killed us. Yep. We got too low. So we just need that Berserk, so for a bit longer. Alright, this time we're going to try to do damage to him while he's aggroed on the wolves. There he is. We see him up and about. He's gonna aggro on the wolves, I believe. We have that. We're trying to get here to do some damage to him. Oh, no. He is. And this time we got a fire guy. That did not work. Let's reload again. I don't like this at all. It's no fun. Oh, we can't sneak up on him because he's already out here. There you are. There we go. That's what we want. So let's give this a... There we go. Get ourselves some health back. We're gonna give ourselves some magicka and some healing. Gonna heal again. And we will have killed our very first dragon. Oh, we did get lucky here with the spawn being cold. A couple times it was fire, and that was atrocious. It killed us. It took us 7 attempts. But he is officially dead. Just dead. You're dead. Which means we have one final word to go find. We may put our companion's push on hold just for the moment and go pick up a... I think we'll not. I think we'll 50%. I'm greedy. Yeah. We'll figure out where it is, and we'll go get the third word as soon as possible. And here's where he should have come from. Oh no. There's another dragon down there. Oh no. That's a different dragon, boys. Do we wait? Do we do 2 dragons? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. This is gonna be interesting, because if we've waited, we get our Berserker, and we get a real catch on him with the what's it called, Elemental Fury, you know, and really just grind that out real good. We could really do some damage. I don't think we'll kill him instantly. And we may have to utilize the, you know, healing potions and stuff like that. We're probably going to have to start making our own healing potions is what may end up happening. Well, we found some orichalcum ore, orichalcum ore. So we're gonna mine that out first before we go too crazy with playing with our friend down there. I know I'm trying to think that the last one, he took some time. He landed twice, and we had Berserker up for most of it, Elemental Fury up for some of it. We didn't use Elemental Fury right off the bat. We waited till he landed the second time. We still have the big guy down there. So here, we know that we've got some time. So this is our second attempt. We were able to sneak down to him, and then the moment we hit our shout, it was over. Not necessarily over. He was able to detect us, and he started flying around. So this time, what we're going to do is we're going to alert him to our presence, and then we're going to use our Berserker down at the bottom, and then our Elemental Fury just as he starts to land, so that we get the most out of it. Well, that's not good. Let's just heal this back up. That hurt. Took a little too much damage there. He's still running around in a circle. Are you still trying to find me? I really need to get fast healing. I think it does more, does faster. I think it's just a better, I think it's just the better version of this this particular spell. Alright, so let's grab this, get our weapons ready. We'll fire up number 7, which is Berserker Rage. Make sure we have it. Yep. Come down here and execute our challenge to this man. So there's number 1. We have a little more healing we can do there. Yep. No, dragon, you will have to come down here to fight me. I will not just stand there and let you cook me. Or in this case, freeze me. There we go. We got some good damage there. I'm actually gonna make him walk for us. We're not gonna play that game. I see you over there. Looks like this adventurer took the wrong Wrong seat. So now, we're gonna pop these because we're close, right? And when we get close, he has the ability to just really mess our day up. Like right there. If he bites again, now we're technically in between. They don't attack real fast. But if he bit me again and I was at that health, he would kill me just outright. There we go. That's 2. Boys, we have to do it, we have to be careful. We have to do it nice and slow. And as a vampire, we have to have a frost dragon. But if it is a frost dragon, and it is not souped up type frost dragon, it's dead. It is our plaything. Some orcish gauntlets, that's good. We are carrying too much to run. Well, now, unfortunately, since we've made it to that, I think I'm gonna pop the portion or the drought, right? The of strength, so that we can fast travel our way to the darned well, we're not fast traveling there. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wait on the Dustmine's Cairn. We'll fast travel back here so we can continue, but we're going to drop our stuff off at our home, our Lakeview Manor. So we're going to take a potion of strength, and so that we can run. I believe we can run now. Yep. And we're going to drop this off. You can really tell. So with our current vampirism, right? I believe we're at 40% resistance to the frost here. 50%. So if you add in the 25%, we're at 75% resistance to frost, and you can it's very noticeable. You know what the difference between that 75% and the negative 40% that we have with the fire, or negative 50% we have against fire. We've got some more dragon bones. He gave us, I believe, 3 bones, 3 scales, which was nice of him. And we had 2 of them. There we go. Gets us down to a manageable 213. We can put our nails in here. We can put the orchichalcum. But kind of all of our crafting mats. Iron fittings. Now we're at a nice 168. And we have a little bit, we have this stuff to sell, so that'll also help. Oh, and a few steel swords. Alright, so we're at a manageable 168. We're gonna jump back up there and try to make that run down to the Dustmine's Cairn. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to do the Dustmine's Cairn dungeon in the time frame that we want to keep. However, I am really, really excited about the fact that we were able to get it finished. That has me absolutely stoked. The other thing we might try in the future, although it is a destruction spell, you could potentially try to do like a vampire build. If you get a fire dragon, it will hurt. But you know, I could see for a frost dragon that how that would be very, very powerful, where you have a bunch of frost resistance, especially early. We did our 24-hour wait so that we, you know, if we run into anything super crazy, we have our full Monty at the ready. But yeah, I could see how, you know, you had vampire for the negative frost, and you had the other one, vampire for the negative frost, and the you know, Lord Stone, maybe some enchants to get you to that 85%. You actually don't have to. So interestingly enough, you know, I forgot, and I overlooked this a minute ago when I was looking at it. So the 50% to frost damage and the 25% to magic damage. What I forgot to explain, or incorrectly explained perhaps, was I said that that gave us a, what, 75% resistance to frost. And while that's true, they do not happen on at the same time. The magic, as far as I remember or recollect, the magic resistance happens first. So for example, that's 25% damage to frost, and then 50% damage reduced from what the remainder of that is, because magic resistance and then a specific element resistance stack. And so, like, if you went 85% on all magic, and then let's say you did another, you did everything else was, in addition to all of your magic stuff, you decided to also become, you know, or gear for resistance against fire, right? So you doubled up, one on all magic resist and one on fire. You could potentially get to, you know, 85% resistance to magic, and then another 85% resistance to fire damage from that. Oh, that's a problem. I hit my Berserker. Apparently those 5 mud crabs probably would have messed me up without it. So we'll definitely have to sleep before we do our dungeon with Farkas. But on the good thing about that is that we were gonna probably have to do that. We're probably gonna have to, you know, end this video at the when we get to Farkas. So it's just kind of all working out there. There we are, Farkas. Reunited at last. Alright. I'm gonna check this out. Doesn't look like there's anything to really loot here. This is the beginning of the Dustman Cairn dungeon. Let's see what we've got here. Got our stuff. We're gonna get our... We cannot wait while enemies are nearby. Let's go in just for the moment and see if we can't rest at the beginning of this thing. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, well, while we're resting, I appreciate you for coming, taking a look at the video. If you have any tips, tricks, critiques, comments, or anything you'd like explained, let me know. I'll get to them as fast as I can, and thanks for watching, and hope you have a good one.